Look at this guy. That's a stupid amount of pal. No one needs that much. Nobody needs that much. The length of your hand is fine. No one needs more than that. It's just sad. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to go back immediately to the base. Ah, the fucking cake. God damn it. Use it to get to the Phalaris Aqua. Yes, Phalaris Aqua is very good for watering crops. Like, extremely good. I mean, there's better, but not much.
Yeah.
Well, here's the problem. I need someone to actually build these now. I'm debating if I should put these in here too. I mean, their sanities I think are fine. 45 out of 100. Alright, so he's not perfectly fine. But that's why we need the cake. Because cake will make them happy again. What you use instead of kettle. Never. Oh, so the Keurig. It's Keurig. It's for coffee. The little coffee pods. They're like little coffee pods the size of like my little mini solo cup. You just pop them in there, and it puts hot water. It punctures a hole. It pushes hot water through, and the coffee grounds are in the little pod, and so coffee comes out the spout. But it's heating up the water on the fly, coming in from a tank. So if you don't want coffee, you want tea, or just need hot water for something, you don't put a pod in there, and you just close it up, and it seals it, and it heats the water, and it still pushes through. So you can make hot chocolate or something on demand using the Keurig just to get hot water. It's a coffee machine. It's a coffee machine, but it's an individual pod coffee machine. It's not the same way as, like, I guess technically, my God, it'd be the same thing. If you had an actual coffee pot and you didn't put coffee grounds into it and you just had a drip of hot water into the coffee pot, that's effectively the same thing as what you're doing by putting a pot onto a heater plate, or just having the big device that you put water into with a cord directly hooked up to it that you plug into the wall, which to me sounds like a disaster waiting to happen, because you're plugging an object directly into the wall that's holding water. Like, I don't want to tell you how to live your life or nothing, but something about that just seems really dangerous. Whereas if you're putting a hot plate in the water, that device is separate from the thing that's holding the water. So you'd have to break that thing over the thing that's holding the water. But the idea of having a plasticky looking kettle that you plug into the wall, I can't wrap my head around that. Sometimes you guys are fucking weird. That's all. Nothing wrong with that. Except all the things that are wrong with it. A dulso custo. See, you use words I don't understand. A dulso custo or summit like that. We had a long talk the other day about your accent too, and like the words that you use in your neck of the woods. It was pretty entertaining. I think Wang was the one who was deciphering your language for me. Compared to most, we're the best kind of weird. Yeah, that's true. All right, we need more Orzerks to be perfect, so you guys are going to keep making more perfect Orzerks. Take the cake. Now we'll take this. Speaking of which, how much sanity does the cake? So the cake gives you sanity of 82. That's why they're okay. The cake will raise his sanity the next time he eats. So when they get done, see, like these 45, they're 99. I think they'll be okay.
Yep. Yep.
It's only a minute. But I think we need to finish this base to get to the point where we can actually, you know, do things at this base. How do you make a pot noodle without a kettle? Pot. You talking about marijuana with noodles? No, we make, like, if you're talking, so you're talking about, like, so when you say pot noodle, you're talking like a cup of ramen, something like that. So there's two ways. One, if you buy the cup of ramen that comes in the styrofoam cup, you put the water directly into the cup and you microwave it. I'm kidding. Don't do that. It says right on the label not to, and apparently a lot of people do it that way. That's fucking horrible. Don't do that. You take a cup, like a coffee mug, and you pour water into it, you heat it up in the microwave, and then you pour that into the styrofoam cup, and you eat it directly out of the cup. If you have like the Maruchan or Maruchan or however you pronounce it brand of like noodles that come in like the little bricks, same idea. You just heat up the water in like a cup or directly in the bowl, and then you add the noodles to it. Or I think you can put the water and the noodles together in the bowl and then heat them up all at the same time. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've done that, but I have been known to use the Keurig again to put the water directly into the cup of noodles, which also works. So you've got options. But there are some traditions that apparently we are not allowed to mess with. Nope. Who has... One of you has handiwork, right? Sparkit has handiwork. Alright, Sparkit, you come into the... You... He's not great, but he'll help me build a little... Yeah, 2 minutes, it'll be a little bit faster. I mean, I use it like a kettle, but it's stationary. It's just a coffee pot that just dispenses hot water. I mean... That's the only difference. It stays where it is. I bring the cup to it, and it deposits the hot water into the thing I'm going to eat from. That's all. I also don't think I've ever seen an electric kettle for sale in the States. I don't know what that means. It's not a kettle. I would never... Those who aren't from the UK, would you call a Keurig machine a kettle? I don't think it counts. I really don't. Where are my poll options? Oh, I can't even type really long responses into that. That's weird. There you go. You got a poll. Everyone can weigh in. Electric kettle and an espresso, which is Nestle's version of a Keurig. Right, yeah. They're two completely different devices. Like, I've just never seen an electric kettle for sale in the States the way that they have them in the UK. Because Danger has shared me a picture of one, and it looks scary. It looks... It just looks weird. I don't know. You can all vote. We're gonna vote and see what happens. Now I want ramen noodles. So... Fuck. I don't know why. I don't want to pull out any pals to do this because this base is not established with food and resources.
To the youngsters, I know you're having fun. I used to have fun myself, but there's something you need to know. Stuff like that? That's a load of crap. That's a load of crap.
It's almost done. Sorry. I'll try to be better next time. He's trying. There we go. All right. They're going to keep making eggs. I don't know if I should put beds in there for them. Will they use them? Will they actually use them? I don't think I'll be able to make the other one. But I'm curious if they'll use them while they're in here. See, yeah, it's hitting. As long as I can still get to the eggs, I don't really care. Once I use a kettle, I'll never go back. Well, I mean, I would believe that. Like, everyone loves air fryers, right? Oh my god, I love my air fryer. Like, everyone, I don't have an air fryer. I have a oven that has an air fryer option. But everyone loves the air fryer. Like, it's so convenient, it's so simple, but it's like, you still have to clean it afterwards. I don't often have to clean my air fryer in my oven. I just clean the basket and the drip tray under it, whatever I put under there. I don't know, but it seems like everyone loves air fryers. It's like, it's just convenient. I think the kettle would be the same thing. Like, it's just a convenient thing. You pull it out, you plug it in, you wait however long it takes to heat up the water, and you're done, as opposed to, like, putting hot water into a, what do you call it? Like into a pot and actually boiling it or whatever. I don't know. Okay, now you got a bed. So these two guys will have beds. I kind of want to put them back away so they don't get, like, sick. But I got to write down what they're doing. I forget what pals those ones made. These ones, I know what they're making. And we need them right now. Because Orzerks are the thing that makes this base possible. And if we don't have the Orzerks, we can't power the generators. We can't power the generators. We can't pump the oil. If we can't pump the oil, we can't have freedom. That's how it works. I don't make the rules. That's just how it works. And then we're going to do the tower boss with Talon whenever he's available. He said he was in. I don't know if Zen's up for gaming or not. Also, nothing stops us from going back and doing it again later. Like, we can try to two-man it and see what happens. Alright, so now they have their sexy beds, but they're still sleeping in separate bedrooms. That's okay. We put the cake in here. They got 30 cakes. Tons of room for activities. Oh, that's so cute. He's trying to power the generator. He's so angry he can't do it. With like 20% less actual death. We're going to bring freedom without the sacrifice. That's the hope. That is the hope. Let's go grab these meteorites real quick while we're waiting for stuff to happen. I'm going to load up this egg so we can start doing egg things while we're out and about. And then we'll come back. We'll come back to what we're working on. It's going to be a nice chill day of farming. We have some bread and jam. I don't have the gear. Yeah, I don't really have the gear yet either for it. Yep. See, this is going to take this guy a while. We need a perfect Jormuntide to have a perfect Jormuntide Ignis, and we're not quite there yet. Alright, so we're going to do...
Yeah. Yep.
Up, 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 up. I noticed we have 3. There's 3 impact points. I've not been to this one, so I don't know what's going to happen over here. It's also a little bit further away. I turned these up on the server, so they should drop every 30 minutes now, more or less. Oh, it's right there.
Yeah.
Eat shit, nerds. What we got? $43 fragments. Hot damn. Yeah, my team Zen is not ready for combat. I still have basically meme pals. They're not really not really ready for combat, so it's gonna be kind of funny to see what happens against this boss. But as long as we defeat it, that's all that matters, because we can't capture it. Right? We don't get rewards the second time around. So it's like, as long as we beat it, it's dead, we win. So if I've got a number of pals that are good, then we should be fine. So site number 2 is over here. This is the one I keep coming back to. You need to do the desert tower next. Yeah, boop. This one's been sitting here for a while, so this stuff despawned. Polaris, just go do what you gotta do, man. And we only get like 30 off of it when it's been a minute. And there's one up here. The other thing we wanted to do was, while we're waiting for eggs to be pooped out, we could go do the pal, what do you call them? The dudes we have to show the pals to. Starry Andromeda, what's going on? How are you? Why aren't you going to capture it? Capture what? Sorry, I missed it. The tower bosses, you can't capture them anymore. There was a glitch, you used to be able to do it before, but I don't think we can capture them anymore. If there's a way to, please let me know, but I was pretty sure everything except for the highest level sphere. And even then, I don't know if the high level spheres will do it or not. I'm doing well. Like, I'll capture these dudes all day long. I don't even know what's happening. Sneaky, sneaky. But as far as I'm aware, there's no way to catch the tower bosses, so you literally just light them up. Go in whole hog and just, you don't have to worry about anything. The alpha bosses, like these guys, like Valet or Jormantide or any of those dudes, you can catch them. So you run that thing at the end where it's like you want to get the health as low as you possibly can and then throw the pal sphere at them, whatever you call them. We call them balls here. Those work, but like the towers, like these guys, I don't think there's a way to catch them. So early on, like when the game first came out, there was a trick you had to do to be able to catch them as well. You basically had to become wanted, travel to the tower, go in. The PIDF people would pop in and shoot the pal. And as soon as they did, it put it into a bugged state where you could catch it. The results have been decided. A Keurig is basically not a kettle. With 2 votes. So. Sorry, Danger. I mean, we can make... Actually, what is the strongest pal sphere? Exotic spheres are at 56. This is the highest sphere in the game. Capture pals that fall outside regular standards. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means we can use this to capture a tower boss or not. But I thought they fixed that and made it so you couldn't capture them. So I don't know. I could be wrong. I have been before. But I don't want to research this, but we need to use this to progress our base. It claims it's extremely efficient, so we'll see what we can do. We'll try it out. We got the big dookie hanging out in the back of our base here. It's so stupid. I think they should make this like half the size. Or just like cut this crap off. Like, I really think they need to redesign the size of this whole thing. It's so silly how big this is. When you look at the value it brings you in the game, I understand, but... it's just taking a long time. I gotta remember to keep pulling out my my rewards from there. But we'll try.
Yep.
See, now I'm concerned about the location of my Yormantide. Because he's not working on what he should be working on. And I'm going to make it so that he can't move from the electric furnace. There you go. Do your job. How many are we away? We have 24. So we're almost maxed out on our capture power here too. We just need like 23. 23 more? And we should be good. So I think we should try it out. Put this in here. Why not? Okay. Everything else we gotta put away.
Yep.
He's doing okay, but we haven't really specialized anything for that guy. So we don't have like a team of awesome furnace pals. I want to put a Bastug. I think Bastugor is the one we were gonna do. Because they're pretty powerful. And then base defense was the other thing. There's an old method that used to work that may not work anymore. Alright, let's check our list. So we need to go to the cold shore with all of these pals. Look at something dangerous sent me real quick. Nescafe. That looks disturbing. Yeah, but that's not a kettle though. That's the same thing as a Keurig. You put water into the reservoir in the back, and it pumps the hot water through the heater, and it comes out the disgusting mouth of the electric penguin looking thing. Yeah, that's more like a Keurig than a kettle. When you're saying kettle, I'm thinking of literally a bottle that has a plug attached to it that you plug directly into the wall to heat up the contents. That's what I'm thinking of when you say kettle. You just call them. I mean, it's a coffee machine. Yeah. I mean, Keurig is the brand, but it's like Band-Aid. Like everyone calls it a Band-Aid, even though that's still a specific adhesive that bandages the proper title. Band-Aid was a brand name thing. Like it's just what people do. Let's do this right. We need a Reptiro Chris. We need a Hang You Crest. Did we make the Hang You? We made a Hang You Crest, I thought. It's probably somewhere weird in here. I just gotta find it. Hang You... Help me find the Hang You Crest. This is gonna feel like... Well, there's a Lilene Noct. We need that. That's our fourth option. Suzaku Aqua is after that. King Paka Christ is the last one. Fanglope's gonna go down here. And then, yeah, we just need the Hang You Christ now. Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 5 for this one. So if I can find the Hang You Christ, we're good. I'm just kind of blind. That's a Cryolinks. I just wish we had a fucking search on this thing. That's all I want. That's the... Yeah, the Hang You and the Sui made the Hang You Christ. But where the fuck is it? I don't see it anywhere. Did any of you see it? I didn't see it. Quiver and Botan. Hang You Christ. There we go. To replace Blaze Howl Noct, who will also go into the base. All these guys are just going to go in the base for now. So we have to go to the cold shore to turn these guys in. I forgot where the cold shore is. Right here. Found it. Alright. So we're going to turn these ones in. There's only 2 more places we have to go after that, and I don't have the pals for all of that. So some of them require specific pal breeding, which we may or may not have. There we go. Arrogant Pal Critic. So we have to do this in order. Chief Judge came to the Regency Reptero Christ. I see. So this is the rumored Reptero Christ. A splendid specimen. And then we do the next one. The Hang You Christ. Get credit for that one. And then the Suzaku Aqua. Then the next one. The Lilene Noct. And he's just giving us stuff the whole time for what we need. And King Pocket Christ. And then he gives us the last thing. So applied transportation technique number 1. This is one of the technique books. Ooh, lots of technology points. I need that. Need that. So these applied technique books are freaking awesome. They are what we need to level up our pals, their skills to get them to the level we want them to. So it'll increase it by 1. So we should wait until we get the transporting level as high as possible. Then we can boost it another 1. But once we do these, all of them, we will start seeing potentially those books dropping in like supply drops and stuff. So that's why we want to do them all first, as soon as we can. I've already leveled up past 50 because I didn't realize it was a thing you unlocked. I thought it was something that just always could happen and we had a really low drop chance, but that's not where I wanted to go. I always click on the wrong thing when going home. Where, I teleported into the fucking food box? Okay. So, now we've done all of the cold shore ones. We only have 2 locations left, and they're at Sakajima. I'm just updating my list to remind me that I've done these ones. They're at Sakajima Isle. Some of them we may be able to breed to, some of them we may not. So... And then we also need,